Welcome to Gaborone, the vibrant capital of Botswana, a city where modern skyscrapers meet rich cultural traditions and the streets hum with the energy of progress. Often hailed as one of the safest cities in Africa, Gaborone has earned a reputation for its calm atmosphere and welcoming vibe, but is it truly the safest city on the continent? Today we're embarking on an in-depth exploration of what makes a city safe, how Gaborone stacks up against its peers, and whether it deserves its glowing reputation. Buckle up, this is going to be a fascinating journey. Africa is a continent of extraordinary diversity, home to over 1.4 billion people and thousands of cities, each with its own unique character. When we talk about safety, a few names often rise to the top. Kigali in Rwanda, with its pristine streets. Port Louis in Mauritius, a haven of tranquility, and Windhoek in Namibia, known for its low-key charm. But Gaborone frequently appears in these conversations too, praised for its stability and security. So where does it fit in the grand tapestry of African urban safety? To answer that, we first need to unpack what safety really means in a city. Safety isn't a single metric, it's a complex blend of factors that shape how secure a city feels and is. Low crime rates are the obvious starting point, but effective law enforcement, political stability, and economic opportunity are just as critical. A city where residents can walk at night without fear, where businesses thrive without the shadow of corruption, and where infrastructure supports a high quality of life, that's the gold standard of safety. Social cohesion, access to education and healthcare also play a massive role, as they reduce the desperation that can fuel crime. With this framework in mind, let's zoom in on Gaborone and examine why it's considered a beacon of safety in Africa. Gaborone, home to over 250,000 people, is Botswana's political, economic and cultural hub. Unlike some sprawling African capitals, it has a manageable scale with orderly streets and a laid-back atmosphere that sets it apart. Many who visit or live here describe a sense of ease, being able to stroll through the central business district after dark or leave a car parked without worry. This perception isn't just anecdotal. Gaborone consistently ranks among Africa's safer urban centers in global indices. At the heart of Gaborone's safety is a robust law enforcement system. The Botswana Police Service is a well-respected institution, known for its professionalism and commitment to public safety. Officers undergo rigorous training, and the force is equipped to handle a range of issues, from petty theft to organized crime. What sets Botswana apart is its emphasis on community policing. Officers engage with neighborhoods, attend local events, and build trust with residents, creating a partnership that deters crime before it starts. This proactive approach has kept violent crime rates remarkably low, with incidents like robbery or assault being rare compared to other African capitals. Botswana's economy is another cornerstone of Gaborone's safety. Thanks to its diamond industry, which accounts for a significant chunk of national revenue, Botswana boasts one of the highest GDPs per capita in Africa, around $8,000 in recent estimates. This wealth has transformed Gaborone into a hub of opportunity, with bustling business districts, modern shopping malls, and a growing tech sector. Economic prosperity reduces poverty and inequality, two root causes of crime. In Gaborone, a strong middle class and access to jobs mean fewer people are driven to desperation, creating a virtuous cycle of stability and security. Beyond economics, Botswana's government has invested heavily in social programs that bolster safety. Education is a priority, with free primary schooling and high literacy rates. Over 88% of the population can read and write. Healthcare is accessible, with hospitals and clinics serving both urban and rural areas. Affordable housing projects have also reduced the sprawl of informal settlements where crime can often take root. These initiatives foster a sense of community pride and cohesion, making Gaborone a place where people feel invested in their city's well-being. The result? A stable, harmonious urban environment where crime struggles to gain a foothold. Another factor that can't be overlooked is Botswana's political stability. Since gaining independence in 1966, the country has maintained a strong democratic tradition, with peaceful transitions of power and minimal political unrest. Gaborone, as the seat of government, benefits from this calm. Unlike cities plagued by protests or civil strife, Gaborone's streets are rarely disrupted by political violence. This predictability creates a safe environment for residents and visitors alike, reinforcing the city's reputation as a haven. So, how does Gaborone measure up against other African cities? According to the Numbeo Crime Index, a widely used measure based on user perceptions, Gaborone scores a 34.5, indicating a relatively low level of crime. Compare that to Johannesburg, South Africa, which sits at 78.5, Nairobi, Kenya at 62.5, or Lagos, Nigeria at a staggering 80.5. These numbers paint a clear picture. Gaborone is safer than many of Africa's major hubs. For context, a lower score means less perceived crime, and Gaborone's rating puts it in the same league as cities like Windhoek and Cape Town, though it trails slightly behind Kigali's 28.5 and Port Louis's 25.3. Gaborone's safety is also evident in its day-to-day life. Take the city's nightlife, for example. Restaurants and bars in areas like the Central Business District thrive, with people enjoying evenings out without the constant fear of muggings. Public spaces like Riverwalk Mall or the Gaborone Dam recreational area are family-friendly, with parents letting kids play freely. These intangibles, moments of everyday ease, set Gaborone apart from cities where vigilance is a way of life. Of course, no city is without its flaws, and Gaborone is no exception. While its overall crime rate is low, certain areas face challenges. The city's outskirts, particularly informal settlements like Old Naledi, see higher rates of petty theft and vandalism. These areas often lack the infrastructure and policing presence found in the city centre, creating pockets of vulnerability. Rapid urbanisation is another concern. Gaborone's population is growing, and if housing and services don't keep pace, strain on resources could lead to social tensions. Then there's the emerging threat of cybercrime. As Gaborone embraces digital innovation with a burgeoning tech scene and widespread internet access, online scams, phishing and fraud are on the rise. Environmental factors also play a role. Botswana's arid climate and occasional water shortages put pressure on urban planning. If infrastructure falters, say during a drought, discontent could bubble up, indirectly affecting safety. So, where does Gaborone stand in the broader African context? It's undeniably one of the continent's safer cities, thanks to its low crime rates, effective policing, economic prosperity and political calm. Its Numbeo score and lived experiences of residents place it among the elite, cities like Windhoek, Cape Town and Accra. But does it claim the title of the safest? That's where the competition gets fierce. Kigali, Rwanda often takes the top spot in safety rankings with its near-zero tolerance for crime and meticulously planned urban spaces. So is Gaborone the safest city in Africa? It's not quite at the very top. Kigali and Port Louis likely hold that crown, with their ultra-low crime and tightly controlled environments. But Gaborone is, without question, among the safest, a shining example of what's possible when a city prioritizes policing, prosperity and people. Its blend of community-focused law enforcement, diamond-driven wealth and social investments creates a secure and inviting atmosphere that few African capitals can match. Yet, as the city grows and faces new challenges like cybercrime and urbanization, its leaders must stay proactive to preserve this hard-earned reputation. Gaborone's story is one of balance, leveraging its strengths while navigating the complexities of a changing world. It's a city that feels safe, not just in numbers, but in the everyday moments that define urban life. A walk along a quiet street, a laugh shared at a bustling market, a skyline glowing under a starry sky. For residents and visitors alike, that's a powerful legacy. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Gaborone's safety. What do you think? Does Gaborone deserve its place among Africa's safest cities, or have you got another contender in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this journey, give us a like and subscribe for more explorations of the world's most fascinating cities. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.